Hi everyone, I am Ali Faraz and today we're doing the honest review of the OnePlus 8T. The OnePlus 8T was just unveiled last week and it's a mid-range device costing $749, cheaper than the expensive 8 Pro which costs $899 and expensive than the OnePlus Nord which costs $350. It's neither a flagship killer or a cheap budget phone. It's a mid-range phone which sits in a marketplace which has very tough competitors like the iPhone 12, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition and the Google Pixel 5. It is basically the OnePlus 8 beefed up, but has some things missing, hence the price $750. Otherwise it feels and seems like a $1,000 premium smartphone. It has some pretty good specs, I'm not going to lie there. It has the new Snapdragon 865, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 GB storage and a 4500 mAh battery with quad cameras and a glass back with metal. Let's start with the display. It's a slick hole punch design with a 1080p OLED 120Hz screen and it's flat rather than the older curved versions. The new screen is brighter with 1100 nits, but it doesn't get as dim as the other flagships. But most of the time it feels like a flagship display, but no notch there, so it's good. Moving on to the battery. It has a 4500 mAh battery which charges fast, I mean super fast. It also has a 65 watt charging brick included free in the box and OnePlus calls it the Watt Charge 65. Also OnePlus has put in two small batteries that combine to make up the 4500 mAh bigger battery, so those two pieces charge parallelly and you can charge it up to 60% in only 15 minutes and a full charge in only 40 minutes that gets you through the day. It's really super fast. Plus they have optimized the heat diversion so it doesn't get hot while it's charging, so full points on the battery there. But there is one flaw, that it doesn't have wireless charging, so if you're into that you'll be missing out. Let's talk about the camera, which they tried their best to make it look like the more expensive flagships, but it's the normal camera that we see in the 8 Pro and the OnePlus 8. It is a quad camera setup with two flashes and I don't get why they put two flashes there because it really doesn't make a difference at all. But the funny thing here is that it's still using the 7T and the OnePlus 8 Sony sensor in its cam. It also features a 16 megapixels ultra wide camera with 123-degree width, which is pretty nice. It also has a 5 megapixels macro camera and a 2 megapixels monochrome sensor. Don't get me wrong, it's a very good camera, but not on that top high level of the flagships, but it's still a very usable and a very good camera. But in comparison to the iPhone 12 and the Samsung Galaxy Fan Edition and the Google Pixel 5, it's a slightly inferior camera. But if a normal person is using it, they won't find the difference, I think. Moving on, there's an in-screen fingerprint sensor and a very good haptic engine, which I think you'll enjoy. The color schemes, on the other hand, is something very subjective. You'll either like it or you'll either hate it. I'm sorry, you'll either love it or you'll either hate it. The new color is called the aquamarine green, but it doesn't matter much as most of you are going to put a cover on it. So I don't get what's all the fuss about the color. It runs on the new Oxygen OS 11, which is very smooth and gives you a clean look. And I think this is one thing that you'll have to appreciate in the OnePlus, that they give you the best Android experience possible. The OnePlus 8T will come with 3 years of updates and I don't think there are much complaints there. That was a quick review of the OnePlus 8T. Now let's discuss whether it's worth buying or not. Okay, so honestly speaking, if you're an iPhone guy, you'll be better off with an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 11. But if you're into that Android ecosystem, you'll love this phone, especially in this price bracket. It gives you that stock Android feel, which I think is missing in the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, and a premium to hold feel that I think is missing in the Google Pixel 5. So in all, it's an all-rounder which I think is very much worth the buy. It gives you value to money and I think it's a very good daily driver to be used for the next 2 or 3 years. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and comment something nice and I'll see you in the next video.